Okay folks, I have a really nice car here. This is a 2001 Mazda Millenia S, and I will tell you what the S means. It makes it kind of special. But let's start her up. And of course she does start right up, and I'll show you the dash. And as you can see, there are no check engine lights on, no warning lights on, and look at that mileage, 122,847. For a Japanese import, and for this year, that is very low mileage. All right, the car is a 2001, so that means it's 13 years old. That's less than 10,000 miles per year. It's got a lot of nice equipment in it. It's got the automatic climate control, which blows ice cold air conditioning, I can tell you, because it's on right now. And let's do the power windows. And if I can find a switch, there we go. Right rear, down, up. Right front, down, and up. We'll swing her on around, left rear, down and up, and of course your driver's window, the all-important one. All right, power mirrors, there you go, they work exactly as they should. There's the left, right, no problem, down, up, AM, FM, CD, and cassette.
If you'd like to improve your performance.
And as you see, that works. I cannot comment on the CD or cassette player as I haven't tested it and I don't have any. Wipers, as they should. Oh, looks like that. Glad I tested that. Yep, horn doesn't work. Okay, it does have a power tilt and slide sunroof. There you go. All right, and it does have the sunshade as well. Let's see, it's got cruise control. It's got the steering wheel controls for the radio on the steering wheel, factory fog lights, all kinds of stuff. Let's take a look out. It is a 4-speed automatic transmission with electronic overdrive. You can see a little button there. Oh, these are leather heated seats, as you can see by the switches there. I don't know what this one does. It does something, I don't know what. Yeah, so that's that. Power seat, and I'll show you that that does work once I get out this baby. And as you can see, just take a quick glance around. The interior is very nice and very clean. As you can see, it's got the Millenia, regular factory floor mats. This has just been I would say, pretty well cared for, decent car. Look at your driver's floor. It's like the floor mat looks like it's almost brand new on this baby. So there we go. Put that back, try to keep that clean. It's got the remote trunk release, the gas cap release, all that stuff. There's your door panel. All right, let's take a look. Here's your power seat. I'll show you that. We'll go this right here, and you can see forwards, backwards, up, and down. And there's your seat back. Oops, sorry, my arm's in the way. There you go. Okay. Let's do the tires next. Close this up. All right, left front tire. I didn't bring my gizmo, so I'm going to guess that's probably at least half the tread, maybe a little bit more left on that one. Now, something I don't get on this car is it's got Nissan little wheel caps. I don't know whether they're Nissan wheels. I don't know what the deal is with that, but whatever. All right, left rear tire feels almost brand new. That's probably more like 10, 30 seconds left. Let's check out the tire on this side. This one, yeah, same as the other side. That's almost brand new. Like I said, around 10 to 11, who knows, 11, 20 seconds. Right front tire on this one. That's not as good as the other side. I mean, there's tread left on it, but I wouldn't say that's as good as the right front. Honestly, I would swap the tires. I'd put the rears on the front and vice versa. You want your best tires on the front on a front-wheel drive car. I don't know what color you'd call this. It's like a silvery beige kind of color. I don't know, but the right front fender, a couple minor scrapes, nothing big. See one tiny ding in the right front door. Probably would have been good if I hit the door lock before I walked all the way around here. But let's open her up and do that now. I'm just relieved, to be honest with you, that the car didn't lock itself, as they sometimes do. All right, back to where I was. Okay, here is your, oh, look, a passenger seat has a power seat as well. Forwards and backwards, yeah, that all works. Okay, there's a nice clean passenger compartment. Take a look at the headliner. You can see in great shape. No problems. And it looks like in the door jamb, it's nice and clean. The door frame, also nice and clean. There's really only a couple spots of concern actually at all on this car, and I'll show you what they are when we get to them. All right, right rear door looks nice and clean. No dents, no dings, no rust, no scratches. Look at this back seat. Beautiful condition. I swear it looks like this thing was never even sat in. All right, let's do the door frame. And again, nice, clean, no dings, dents, rust. Here's your roof on this side. Again, as you can see, looks very nice and clean. Right rear quarter panel, no scratches. I see one little ding right there, but other than that, pretty darn nice. Here we'll see it's a Mazda Millenia S. Very, very spacious trunk, as you can see. See, it's got the thing for long packages and whatnot. There's your trunk. And again, nice and clean, no evidence of corrosion. And even the rear bumper looks to be in very nice condition. I mean, it's got a couple nicks and whatnot, but nothing major. Take a look underneath. Okay. Now we're coming up to one of the spots. As you can see, the Decklid itself, nice and clean, shiny, no problems. Now this is the only side, and it's kind of weird. I don't know why it's like this, but Japanese cars are weird. It does have evidence of some bubbling around the wheel well. That's something you could probably take care of right away, and it won't cause you any more problems. But I feel it necessary to disclose everything I know. There's the door jamb. You can see that corrosion hasn't gotten in there. Oh, look at this. It even has side airbags. So it's probably a safe vehicle, and I'd be willing to bet it probably has some other safety features too, which hopefully I'll discover. Yeah, it only seems to be this spot right here. See, there's a little spot there, and a little spot on the fender well. Other than that, as far as corrosion is concerned, the car is nice. The door has a slight scratch along it, but no big deal, it looks like. And here's the roof on this side. And now we'll do the driver's door. There you go. And we'll do the driver's door frame. So interestingly enough, just that one spot is the only issue I've seen on this car body-wise that there might be any kind of corrosion issues. That door's in perfect shape. Now, here's the other issue, and it's only on this fender, and I don't know whether that means this fender most likely was replaced at some time. They did a bad paint job, but it looks like the clear coat's coming off. But as I said, overall, this is a really, really nice looking car. Come around here. Like I said, nice, clean, clear headlights. Very nice headlights. The front of the car looks great. Factory fog lights. It's a beauty. And we'll take a look-see under here. There we go. Now, here is the heart and soul of this machine, and this is what makes it so unique. This is one of the very rare Mazda Millenias that has the Miller cycle engine. What does that mean to you? Very simple. It's supercharged. It means it does have a screw-type supercharger on it. And if you read any of the reviews back in the day on this car, they absolutely adored this engine. It gives you about 91 horsepower per liter. And back then it was 210 horsepower, which is basically unheard of in a small Japanese sedan. So I can attest that this car does get up and go. But here's the best part. Not only does it give you more power, it actually gives you better fuel economy. So I think that's pretty cool. So like I said, if you want, go read like the reviews on this car and you'll see what I'm talking about. But this one does run really, really good. If I could figure out how to stick my hand in there and rev the engine up for you, I would. But I'm looking around and I just don't want to stick my hand in there. I'm not that familiar. But I will shut up for a minute and let you listen. hood, looks like a little bit of corrosion there. And that's about it. So I'll shut this down. You can see the hood, you know, has a couple stone chips, a minor ding here and there. Overall, this is just a really, really nice looking car. But no matter what, no matter how comfortable it is, no matter how much wonderful equipment it has, you know, no matter how great a ride it is, none of that matters unless it runs, drives, and shifts good. And that's what I'm going to show you next when we take it for the test drive. All right, we're going to take it for a little ride now. And first thing I'd like to show you, as you saw before, it started nice and cold. Now you're going to get to see that it starts nice after it's warmed up. And it's just an important thing to have, you know, to know. You know, you want to make sure, especially the older high mileage cars, you want to make sure they start up equally as well, cold and warm. Winter or summer, it's important. Okay, so here we go. Throw her in drive, and away we go. This car does have tilt wheel, but I got to be honest with you, it's a little touchy. You got to fiddle with the switch a little bit to get it to work. All right, here we go. Here we are, almost 60 miles an hour. This car is pretty quick. I mean, listen, it's not a race car, it's not a rocket ship, but for a small to mid-size, early 2000 Japanese sedan, pretty damn good. All right, car seems to go down the road nice and straight. See, my hands are off the wheel. We're not flying off the road. Like I said, air conditioner, nice, ice cold. And believe me, for the price I'm willing to sell this car for, it's going to be a hell of a deal for somebody. All right, up here a little bit, and we'll turn around. And then we'll head right back. Looks like there's no traffic, so that's a good thing. I'll shut up and you guys can listen to it shift. Here we go. Man, we're 65 miles an hour already. That's how quick this thing is. And as you saw, it shifted nice and smooth through all the gears. All right, the next thing I'm going to do for you guys is a little bit of a brake test. I'm not going to tell you a whole lot, but I'll try to describe to you what happens, and about the only visual cue you can have during the brake test, keep your eye on the top of the steering wheel. What you want to see is if the steering wheel flies wildly to the right or to the left, and it tells you there might be a brake balance or other brake issues. But other than that, I'll just try to describe to you what happens, because what I do is I pull into this vacant lot, take my hands off the steering wheel, I have a little patch of loose gravel, and I slam on the brakes. Usually at about 25 miles an hour. So here we go. Here's the patch, hands off, and all right, just as I suspected, and it's really good news. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but I could. And if you saw the wheel did the little jiggle, the little dance there, well, that's okay, because that means this vehicle has working anti-lock brakes. So I think personally that's a great feature. So this car is a nice safe car. Front and side airbags, I might add, and the anti-lock braking system. So yeah, you're gonna get a nice safe car. So if you want to buy a nice, decent, reliable, you know, older Japanese sedan for your kid, this would be a good one for you. I did also notice when going through the back of the shop here, you know, hitting the potholes and everything, heard a little clunkiness. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing major, nothing I even heard on the road. But I do want to, like I said, I like to disclose every possible thing I know about the car. It is certainly not unsafe in any way, and honestly, I wouldn't be afraid to hop in this car and literally drive it almost anywhere in the country. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'll do my recap. This is a 2001 Mazda Millenia S, which stands for supercharged. It's got the Miller cycle engine in it, which you can research and find out how cool that is. And it's just loaded with equipment. You know, heated leather seats, power sunroof, electronic climate control, ice cold air conditioning. I mean, there is nothing wrong here at all. So what I would recommend is you take a real good look at this video, look at the pictures, you know, that I have posted, and read the description about the car, and you'll find out you're going to get a nice low mileage vehicle. But let's take a look one more time, especially now that I'm parked out in the sun, I'm not in the shade anymore. And we'll just take a quick walk around the car, and you guys can see indeed how nice this car actually is. So yeah, let's go do that. Alrighty. Alright, so if you're looking for an inexpensive, reliable, very nice looking, comfortable, luxurious, you know, small to mid-sized Japanese sedan, this would be the one for you. And as I always do, I hope this baby goes to a nice home. Thanks.